Hey, 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 it's Shel Anderson from Shel's Creative Corner and Shel Anderson Designs. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. I blog at shelscreativecorner.blogspot.com and I can be reached anytime by email at andersonshel@gmail.com. You can find me on Facebook, Pinterest, and on YouTube at Stamp with Shel. I'd like to thank you for joining me today. We are going to have a play with a stamp set from the mini catalog, and it is found right down here on page 66. It is the Words of Cheer bundle. Okay, you can also find this. Oh, it's not even going to tell me. Heavens, heavens. Page 20. Yes, it does. Page 20. You can also find it here on page 20. This shows the stamps in the bundle and a small photo of the dies. This one for me was super easily overlooked, so I wanted to take a moment and point that out for you guys. All right, I need a little sip of coffee and then we'll get started. So we are going to be using the Tidings of Christmas 6x6 DSP. This is in the annual catalog, and I'm just flicking through here so you guys can see some of the gorgeous prints that are in there. They're beautiful. So I used that for our paper. The Words of Cheer bundle. I also used the Whimsical Trees bundle. This one too is from, oh, I don't have all the dies in here, is from the mini catalog. I might as well pull that up and show you as well. It's right here on page 67, okay, and it's also on page 25, right here. This stamp set and these dies, and there's lots of coordinating products that go with that, but we are just going to use a couple of those dies today. And I'm also pulling in an older die set from the annual catalog, the Ornate Layers. This is the one that has those beautiful intricate layers, so we're going to use one of those as well. All right, I'm going to set that aside and we're going to get started. So this is the die that I used, as well as this cheer die, and the cheer cutout cuts out those letters as well, and there's the tree dies that I used. Okay, so we'll set those aside. I did a little bit of pre-cutting as usual, so you didn't have to watch me die cut all that stuff. And we are just going to use an Evening Evergreen card base. I love that rich green. And then I chose this pattern of the paper. You could use any of them in this set, but I liked the trees with the tree die cuts that I'm going to use. And we're just going to pop that right down, smack dab in the center of our panel. And then I have a piece of soft succulent that I'm going to use as a matte layer, just to make this white pop. Like if I put that white on there, it would kind of get lost. But I found if I put this little layer underneath, do you see how that pops? That's my plan anyhow. So we're going to put this matte layer right down and just center that. And I just cut that just 1/8 of an inch bigger on all sides. All right, so that's going to go on our card front. But before I put it on, I'm going to just work on this panel. And I am going to do some stamping beforehand. And this greeting is going to say cheer. So I want something that goes with it, if you know what I mean. So I can go Christmas cheer, sending you Christmas cheer. I might do that one, sending you Christmas cheer. That's kind of cool. So I will find that stamp. Maybe if I put this one away, it would be better. As you can tell, I haven't even taken my stamps off here yet and put them on the case. When you have the words written right there, they're much easier to find. I love that Stampin' Up! Is doing this now, printing the cases for us. There's holiday, some berries, some Christmas. These all over here. All right. Now, which one was it that I wanted again? Sending you Christmas cheer. All right. So we are going to put this on a block. I can find one. I want a small one. So I'm just going to put that on a block. Like so. I'm going to get a little piece of paper here because I want to stamp that a couple of times to make sure that it's going to look nice. And I'm going to use Evening Evergreen ink. So I'm going to stamp that a couple of times. Okay, there we go. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my chamois. I'm going to clean this stamp, and then I'm going to get a piece of paper tape. And I'm going to block off, you can do this with a Post-it note as well. I'm going to block off the word cheer. Okay. So then I'm going to stamp it on my ink pad. Get it well inked. Sending you Christmas. Pull off the Post-it note. And then I'm going to pop that right at the very top. There we go. Have a little bit of water stain there, but that's okay. You're not going to notice it because this is going to go right there. See where I'm going? All right, so I'm going to take my Tombow and get some adhesive on here. And I'm not going crazy. I'm just putting little wee bits here, there, and everywhere. And then I'm going to center this right down my card. Isn't that cool? All right, now we're going to need, or I'm going to need some tweezers. I have die cut the second die of this set. And this gives us the word cheer in that it cuts it out, cuts the letters out. So I cut them out in the soft succulent, and I took these colors right from the DSP that I chose. I didn't want to have too many different colors in here, so I just stuck with the colors in the DSP. And I think it works. I think it works. And I'm just turning this to make it easier for me with these tweezers. We'll just make it go however we need it to. Just dotting on our tombow. And I'm just centering these up in the middle, or as best I can. That R has a little piece out of it. I didn't notice that. Good thing I cut double letters, eh? Because you never know when something's going to mess up. I try to be as prepared as I can when I'm doing these videos, because inevitably something always happens. Either Facebook craps out or something. Alright, so now these are those tall skinny trees from the what's it called, Whimsical Trees bundle that I showed you a few minutes ago. And I'm just going to put that, just have to make sure that you're not off the edge. And I see that I neglected to get that little piece out. So there, we took care of that. So I cut numerous trees here. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that one in the soft succulent. Just dotting on the adhesive. And we'll just pop that on there. All right, we're doing well. Those are extras. I'll use those trees on the inside of my card when I do that. And I'm just grabbing some dimensionals, and we're gonna pop this panel up on our card. There we go. Oops, stuck to my finger. All right, let's get rid of this slidey thing. Make sure we're opening correctly. And now we need to get this in the center-ish of our card. And I like to put that right, it's not centered. Hang on. Let's try this again. Still not centered. Batting 1,000 here. Okay, that looks better. Maybe not. Well, good heavens. I'll get this yet, I promise. There we go. All right, I'm happy with that. So there we go with that. And now we're going to pull in some of this, what's it called? It's called ribbon, metallic mesh ribbon. And this is oops, there's some tape on here. This is super, super flexible. So I'm just gonna pop this on the inside of the card, and I'm gonna wrap it around, and I'm just gonna tie a knot on this one. All right, now I need my snips again, and we'll trim off those tails. That one's still too big. There we go. Trim off those tails like so. And now we have just to embellish. So I'm going to pull in some basic rhinestones. Listen to my squeaky chair. and my pick tool. And I'm just gonna, where am I gonna put these? How about we go down? I think that's what I did in my sample. I have a sample around here somewhere that I did trying to play with this bundle. I'll show you that one too if I can find it. I think it's on the shelf. I think the rhinestones with this mesh ribbon is really, really nice. All right, we'll put those away. And I will hold this up so that you can see it close up. Isn't that pretty? And as I said, I have a couple of trees here that I will attach to the inside when I do my inside. Now, where is that other? Oh, here it is, right here. There's the one that I did earlier. On this one, I tied a bow instead of a knot, and I used a different paper out of that same paper pack. Okay? All right, and oh yeah, there, I put the trees on the inside of that one. Okay, and as you can tell, I just used a scrap out of my scrap bin for the inside. You don't always have to have, you can do whatever makes you happy. All right, those are our cards for this time. Thanks for stopping by. Bye-bye.